JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, brother shot dead in Orcharias. The police are probing the shooting death of a man along the Gunpoint main road in Orcharias, St. Anne on Saturday night. The deceased has been identified as 25-year-old laborer Roshan Hussain, otherwise called brother of Buckfield, St. Anne. It was reported that about 7:20 p.m., residents heard explosions and summoned the police. On their arrival, brother was seen suffering from gunshot wounds to the head. He was transported to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Investigators are reportedly following several leads, including whether the murder was gang-related. Gas station attendant robbed at gunpoint in St. James. The Anchovy police in St. James are investigating a robbery at a Cool Oasis service station in the parish. The incident took place about 11 a.m. Sunday. It's reported that a man walked up to one of the pump attendants, held her at gunpoint, and robbed her for an undetermined sum of cash. The gunman escaped in a waiting motor car. Skinnyman, one of two being sought for abduction, rape, and robbery. A high-level police probe is ongoing to locate two suspects behind the abduction of a taxi operator and the rape of a female passenger in the downtown Kingston area last week. The police say one of the suspects has only been identified by his alias, Skinnyman. The reports on the incident are that on Tuesday, August 23 at about 9:30 p.m., the taxi driver and the woman were inside the public passenger vehicle on Ocean Boulevard in downtown Kingston when they were accosted by men with guns. The two individuals were then robbed of personal items, including cash. The gunmen took the cab and the passenger to an area along nearby Water Lane where the taxi operator was tied up. The woman was then raped, and the man was stabbed in his neck by the gunmen. The taxi operator remains hospitalized, while the woman received treatment at hospital after the ordeal. Skinnyman and the other suspect are believed to have been behind a number of crimes that have been committed in the corporate area. Investigations are ongoing. Uncollected garbage frustrates St. Elizabeth residents. Residents of two St. Elizabeth communities are expressing frustration as uncollected garbage piles up along the roadways. In the Lewistown and Kilmore communities in southwest St. Elizabeth, the contents of overstuffed garbage receptacles spilled onto the streets. One resident of Lewistown, who gave his name as Junior, said the waste has not been cleaned for months. He said the odor emanating from one garbage skip has forced the closure of a community bar. The garbage wasn't clean, a long time it not clean. Say the bar just have to lock down because of the center height. The lady can't up the bar, she have to close it down, he said. People just come and throw it down because nobody will clean it. We want some more trucks, some more workers, he added. A motorist from the area described the situation as a disgrace and urged the authorities to take steps to have the garbage collected. Samuda dismisses farm workers' claims of mistreatment. Labour Minister Carl Samuda has dismissed suggestions that Jamaicans employed through the Seasonal Agriculture Workers Program were exposed to subpar working conditions and mistreatment in Canada. The claims, which were detailed in a letter by the Jamaican farm workers in Canada, outline grosses of them working long hours, verbal abuse and intimidation, and poor living conditions, including rats eating their food at two farms in the Niagara region. They expressed fear of identifying themselves by name as they did not want to be victimized and described the program as systematic slavery. The workers said the letter was also sent to the minister on August 11. But in an interview on Tuesday, Samuda said that despite the claims, he had observed the opposite during a tour of 9 farms in 7 locations across Ontario, Canada earlier this month. Samuda said the working conditions proved to be excellent. I did not find anything that jumped out at me in terms of ill treatment. Quite the contrary. I found that the relationship between almost 100% of the farmers and of the workers was an excellent, strong and pleasant relationship, he said. Samuda added that the owners had gone beyond the requirements, as in one instance when he toured a farm, the owners had refurbished the facilities for the workers. And while we're talking about the workers and the farmers, the owner of the facility got emotional. I found the farmers to be extremely supportive of the farm workers, he said. Samuda said that in another instance, the farm worker had allowed the Jamaican workers to set up a bar in the veranda of the facility to serve the workers with foods and drink which reminded them of home. In relation to housing, he said that in most cases, the facilities were set up to accommodate two individuals to cohabit. I have no doubt that there are barracks with larger numbers of people under one roof, he said, but noted that the farms which he visited did not have that kind of layout. I found that the bedding was clean, comfortable, he continued, noting that the facility for eating was a dining hall where the farm worker and his wife also ate with the workers. With more than 50 people working in one location, he acknowledged, however, that there would be occasional conflicts that arose, but he said that during his visit, he had not met with any employee who had signaled a desire to quit the program. Samuda also observed that many of the workers had been working there for more than 30 years, which to him suggested that these individuals were doing well because they would not want to stay in an uncomfortable environment for so long, he said. Nonetheless, Samuda said he ensured to express to the farm owners that the Jamaican workers would demonstrate a strong work ethic as long as they were treated with respect. He said he made sure to make it clear that the partnership was not to be recognized as a master-servant relationship, but one in which everyone strived towards the same objective of cooperation in making the farm a success. All in all, it was a lovely trip. It was an eye-opener for me, well-structured, well-organized, and I wish that in Jamaica we could adopt some of the positives flowing out of that trip, he said. Holness promises crackdown on squatting. Prime Minister Andrew Holness on Friday said that the government will be moving to put an end to squatting and the illegal capture of public lands, while admitting that there are challenges in accessing affordable homes. Holness said that there are persons who are only interested in taking over private and public properties, and there are some who are even as audacious to say they don't own the land, they don't have any title for the land, but yet they're selling the land, he said, during a handover ceremony for 51 homes at Catherine Estates in Dublin Holden, St. Catherine on Friday. They want road, there's no road. They want the government to put water there, but the government don't even know about it, and they want title after spending all this money building on the land, Holness said, adding that he was aware of a nearby illegal settlement where people were putting up houses 50 times the size of the units in the structured development. This type of behavior, he said, is being encouraged in some instances by gangs who want to take over and control communities, and in other instances financed by gains from criminal activities. But I want to be very clear that will not allow you to capture, squat or illegally take over public lands. It will not happen. I will not allow it in any way, shape or form to deprive the people of this country of structured developments, because the land that they are taking, the same lands that the National Housing Trust and HAJ are going to need to build houses like these in structured communities, he warned. Meanwhile, Holness maintained that his administration is on track to deliver 70,000 houses over the next 5 years as promised in 2020. The Prime Minister had made the promise during his swearing-in ceremony following the September 2020 general election. He noted then that 30% of the homes would be reserved for police officers, nurses, teachers and the civil servants, while 10,000 would be allotted to young people between 18 and 35. So when I tell you that we're going to be building 70,000 houses over the next 5 years, I'm not joking. I am serious, because already this one is on its way. 1,652 units of 70,000 will be delivered, plus the 1 and the 5 and 10 that I give away every week, he said. So we'll reach the 70,000. We're a bit delayed by COVID. It cost us about 2 years, but nonetheless, we're still going along, Holness added. The Prime Minister said that the HAJ has also committed to delivering 14,000 houses of the targeted number, which includes 51 units in Mona, St. Andrew, which have already been completed and sold, 772 units at Edmund Ridge Estate in St. James, also completed, 623 units in Hellshire, St. Catherine, and 535 units in Grangepen, St. James. And in our land bank, we have various other projects, which amount to 7,139, which are at various stages of development, Holness added. Catherine Estates, one of the largest developments in the parish, is expected to be completed by 2025 and will see the construction of 853 studio units and 799 one-bedroom starter homes. The starting price of the duplex studio is $6.5 million, while the one-bedroom units have been priced at $7.2 million. The development, which is a joint venture partnership with the government through the HAJ and China Harbour Engineering Company, is being done at a cost of $14.7 billion. Originally, The development was planned in 2012 as a low-income housing project to be carried out by the HAJ in collaboration with the private sector. However, the development experienced some challenges and was stalled for some time before it was revamped. The development will also have a high school and a primary school as well as space for a green area and commercial activities. 176 new COVID-19 cases, no deaths reported. The Ministry of Health and Wellness reported 176 new COVID-19 cases on Saturday, August 27, bringing the infection total to 149,596. The new cases comprise 106 females and 70 males, with ages ranging from 28 days to 93 years. The cases were recorded in St. Catherine, 49, Kingston and St. Andrew, 34, St. Elizabeth, 19, Manchester, 18, Clarendon, 15, Westmoreland, 10, St. James, 10, St. Anne, 10, St. Mary, 4, Hanover, 3, St. Thomas, 2, and Trelawney, 2. No deaths were recorded for the period. There were 89 recoveries in the last 24 hours, bringing the total to 96,352. Currently, 118 people are hospitalized, 22 of whom are moderately ill, 6 severely ill, and 4 in critical condition. Jamaica's positivity rate for the latest round of testing is 32.5%. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.